The Kateri Food Bank, started by the late Orville Standup, will soon be moving to a new home at Dustin's convenience on the Old Malone Highway. Orville's grandson, Cory Rice, has vowed to carry on his grandfather's legacy, so KTV spoke to him about the move, as well as to Chief Carl Horn on commemorating Orville's memory with the help of funds to be raised at the upcoming Canadiens Alumni versus Kahnawake All-stars hockey game on February 6th.
Well, he was a good guy, obviously, and he worked in Brooklyn when he was younger. That's where my grandmother rose. He worked there for a while. He moved back here with her. In the summer, he would always come back, like all the iron workers did. And when he moved back here, he worked various jobs. He always worked at the school, and he liked the language, keeping the language. That's why he worked that good. He knew at school, keep the Mohawk language going. And he was a big volunteer at the church. So he was talking to some elders, about, and they were saying about they don't have enough food, like after they get their check. And so it started off as a small thing, so we started off maybe with 10 people. And then he started realizing that it's not just elderly, there's a lot more people in Kahnawake that needed food, so it snowballed into this thing, like we have almost 80 people on the list now.
I try to think of a best way to have him remembered, and what better way than to have a park in his memory. I mean, you look at our neighboring communities, they always have parks or streets or buildings named in memory of somebody. I think it's a great initiative to start with a great man like Orville, and maybe that's a trend for things to come in the future in our community.
So every time this year it's busy, but then it slows down. No, this time when I bring in January, when I have almost nothing left, So the holidays are always the busiest time. Like for January, we're covered. We do it every 15th of the month. So for February, I'm going to be having to push for more food drives because I won't have enough for the 15th of February.
After the holidays, food sort of gets starts to run out at the food basket. So I'm asking anybody who comes to the game to please bring a non-perishable food item, whether it be one can or a plastic bag full of cans. It doesn't matter, but we're hoping that community members who come to the game also make a donation to the food basket.
We're at Jacob's Mall right now, and with the parking situation, you have all other businesses. We can't get in when we're delivering. And then the rent-wise, with this here, the rent will be a lot cheaper, so we won't have to spend as much money on rent. We could focus more on food when we need it. Because when there's not enough food, I have to go out and buy it all, so it's going to save some money there too. We're hoping for January 31st. So they're in the process of plastering and painting right now, so hopefully by January 31st I'll be in there.
Yeah, the ticket sales are going well. If anybody still needs to buy some, you can buy them here at Dustin's or at the arena. The game's 3 weeks away, so we're pushing to sell as many tickets as possible. Obviously, it's for a great cause in memory of a great man, and like I said before, he has to be remembered in our community for a lot of the volunteer stuff he did in our community.
Oh, everybody's excited, they're happy, they know he did a lot, and for them to do something like this is a real honor,